Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro Everyday, and today we continue the quest to get trading card up to the #1 spot, where it belongs. Next deck we have is the yellow deck. Okay, in the first round we can go for the hearts. Try one more time for slightly better hearts. These don't win. Bummer. Play a pair of queens. Okay, we got 18 bucks. We can get a mail-in rebate as a holographic. If I take the mail-in rebate, then I don't need anything else. We can save our money for the boss reroll. Boss reroll, which I take 100% of the time and I forget an equal amount of the time. Let's look for 9s, or do you want to try to one-shot here with the flush? Let's try to get a 9. We can go 1, 9, that's good enough. And then ship it with the straight. This boss debuffs my clubs, rebate on 3s. Okay. Slide Joker for chips, Abstract Joker for molt. We 100% take the boss reroll. If we get both of these, now our scoring is safe enough we can be a little bit more greedy. So discard the 3. There's another 3. I'm going to play a high card queen here. Digging for, I have 2 more 3s in the deck. Or we just end up winning. Ah, bummer. Pair of aces. Okay. We don't need Eternal To-Do List. We already have Eternal Rebate. We can go next. We don't need the Buffoon Pack. Okay, rebate on 4s. A single pair wins, so let's play a high card king. We can play... I can try a pair of 3s, though the pair of 3s is probably too strong. Didn't get a 4. Let's play Jack High. There's 1 4. We can play Queen High, we can play Ace High. Alright, well, we got 1 4. Bummer. There are the 4s. Alright, in the next round, a single pair still wins. We can try Jumbo Spectral. So, Incantation for enhanced cards, Aura for foil. Copying rebate is pretty tempting. Normally I wouldn't commit to having 2 rebates, but having them both be holographic is pretty strong, so let's do that. We lose our source of chips, so now we do have to play real hands, potentially. We have money for the standard pack. We could take this red stone card. Red seal stone card's pretty good. We don't need the steel card. Likely we end up on pairs with the current build. Alright, we can discard a 5. I can play a pair of 3s first. Pair of 3s won't win. Okay. I can discard the 5 now. I can play the pair of 4s. Okay. Discard the 5. I can play the pair of 7s without winning and try to get 1 more 5 is worth 10 bucks. Bummer. Well, alright. I mean, I'm not complaining about having holographic rebates. Pretty good, pretty strong. Though slightly disappointing we haven't gotten the $10 off the rebate yet. No on the madness. Let's go celestial packs looking for Mercury. Mercury 1, Mercury 2. Okay, that allows us to win this next round with pairs. We could spend $5 re-rolling. We could save our money for the next shop voucher maybe. Yeah, go next. My spades are debuff. I finally have rebate on 3s. Okay, let's start with discard the 3s. Okay. Now that I got 2 3s, I'm not really counting on getting my last 3 because one of them's debuffed. There's only one more 3 left, so let's just ship it with the pairs now. Okay, I can pair up one more time. Ship it. And then with the stone card, we score 3,000 points. I rebate on 9s. We could take a Midas mask as another holographic. Bummer. Alright, hone. We can't do ectoplasm. That's okay, I guess. We could use familiar for more face cards. Yeah. More face cards, and we take Midas mask to turn them into gold. We get 1,000 points for a pair right now. Actually, we get like maybe 1,500 for a pair now that we have another holographic. Standard pack looking for blue seal. We could take a jack just to have more face cards. That seems fine. I don't need the campfire. I can afford a reroll here. We could take hallucination as a negative. I think it's worth $3 as a rental. Let's go next. Oh, okay. Rebate on 9s. Let's start with a pair of jacks. The next pair wins. We can play high card king. Okay, I can keep the jacks or I can play them separately as high card. Yeah, maybe high card one more time. This should be less than 700 points. Okay. I could try to get a 10 here. I could throw away the ace. Let's throw away the ace. We get the rebate on the 1-9. Bummer. We can play high card king, queen, or jack. I guess I will play the king. In the next round, we're going to need 2 pairs. 2,000 points for that pair. We don't need the banner. We do want the celestial packs. We need more Mercury cards. Okay. Standard pack. We could get a purple seal. Or another face card. This one's already gold. I guess. That seems desirable. Alright, let's go next. Yeah, the hallucination here, I think if it's non-negative eternal, just regular eternal, maybe I don't take it if I already have the rebates. Maybe if it's rental hallucination, maybe I don't take it, but because it's negative, because I know it doesn't take up a joker slot, I think it's worth the rental fee. We have rebate on 6s. I get to play a pair twice. So let's play a pair of 9s. The next pair wins. I could play the full house with the queens and jacks. That seems desirable. I could play the 4 of a kind queens. So maybe we go high card jack. Discard the 10. Alright, we didn't get the rebate money, but we did get our Midas mask. We got the 4 of a kind queens. Fine by me. Okay. Midas mask is mostly done now. There is technically a few more kings and jacks, but as a perishable, we could replace it with anything. We could take Senor Huesos here. I don't think we need that this early, though it is something that I'm looking for later. Keep leveling up the pairs. Playing pairs allows us to get the most value out of our mail-in rebate and the most value out of our gold cards. Play 2 cards, collect 18 bucks, right? This other stuff doesn't matter, so I'll just take the plutonium. Haven't got any hits on the hallucination. That's kind of a bummer. I have enough money. We can re-roll. 2 rentals. Nah. Alright, here I get to play 3 pairs. Right? Maybe only 2 pairs because we got that 1 Mercury card. Looking for, if I play the king high, we could play the high card here, saving a discard for another 3. We get another 3. We can drop the ace. Okay, here I can play the 9s. What's left in my deck? I have 10s in the deck, so this could be a 10. If I sort by suit, I know it's diamonds. So could be jack of diamonds, could be 10 of diamonds, but it's confirmed diamonds. Let's play the pair of 9s. How do I want to leverage this money? Now that we have this money, how do we actually want to use it? Probably we're going to be re-rolling for jokers. We could get hologram. That's great. Scaling source of X-Molt. Now, let's look for some kind of hologram synergy, probably. So, Venus and Saturn we don't need. I could use strength on some 8s to make 9s. Rebate on 9s, let's do it. The boss here says, face cards are debuffed. Well, my money. Do I want reserve parking for money? Nah. We could get the extra hand size. Extra hand size is actually really good with the mail-in rebate. I could pick up the devil. Go next. Rebate on 9s. Okay. Let's play a pair of jacks first. We didn't pick up any more points than we had before. Sorry, that's a flush. That's okay. I can play this pair of 2s. I can discard the 9. Let's discard the 9. This red seal, I want to make a red gold card. I could play high card here. Let's play the pair of kings. Looking for 9s. We have a lot of 9s. We made some extra 9s. Okay. Bummer. For how many 9s are in the deck? That's a bummer. Alright, let's play the jacks. Okay, we can sell the juggler and then play the king high. Ship it. Alright, give me some tarot cards. We could throw it back. Probably we shouldn't do that. We have a lot of money, so we should be patient. And by that I mean definitely not greedy. Let's go buffoon pack. Could take supernova as a way of scaling up our pairs. Let's do it. Go one more. Foil juggler. Probably we say no. Probably we're looking for some kind of X-Molt, more so than hologram. Let's go next. Alright, do I want to reroll the boss? Or do I just not care that I don't get money from my gold cards? I guess that's fine. This boss isn't going to kill me, it's just slightly annoying. No pairs here. What about a pair of kings? Pair of kings is 4,000. Okay. Pair of twos. Also 4,000. We can discard all of these sevens. We can play a pair of queens. We can play 9 high first. We can play a pair of threes. Ship it. Okay. Could take the gelato as a source of chips. Haven't hit any standard packs for the hologram. Kind of bummer. I think we do take the gelato. Celestial pack. I'm just going to take whatever the lowest ranking planets are, whichever is going to be the easiest for me to play. Though, most of our multi is coming from the supernova, so if we play something that's not pair or a high card, it's not going to be very many points. I want to reroll before opening the Arcana pack. Do I want seeing double? Yeah, long term, that's something that we can do. Venus? Nope. Temperance gives me 13 bucks. I don't want to spend $9 on a reroll, so we're going to stop there. I will use the Priestess. Bummer. I guess Uranus, I'll go ahead and use it. Go next. Okay, rebate on twos, and I am looking for clubs for seeing double. So, do we throw away these threes trying to get clubs? Sure. Okay, I can play a pair of sixes. I can play a pair of kings, I can play a pair of jacks. I'm looking for one more 9 or 5. Or 10. Ship it. Maybe I should have played the pair of jacks first to level up our supernova, but we really need a standard pack. Alright, we have one standard pack. We can get a 5 of clubs. We can get another jack to go with all of our jacks of clubs. We actually have quite a few jacks. Okay. Boss says discard random cards. That's okay. Before we go Arcana, we do a little re-rolling. Red card is quite a bit better than Supernova. By quite a bit. Could take red card and drop rebate. Nah, Supernova is good enough. We'll take good enough. We could use lovers to make wild 9s, maybe? 4 hours seeing double. I can make a glass 7, I can make a glass 10. How about a glass 10? Maybe I would be interested in another strength card. Alright. We can still win with pairs, we just have to be slightly pickier about which pairs we play. I think it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and discard the king. We can play a pair of 2s. Saving the 9s for the rebate money. Okay. So, play a pair of 10s. Throwing away the king. Okay. I can win with pairs even if they're not doubled up pairs from seeing double. This should be like 4,000 maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the 9 first. Yeah, once again here, there's just a ton of 9s left in the deck that we're not drawing. Let's go ahead and ship it. Okay. Standard pack could make a world of difference, or maybe not. Kind of hitting a drought of standard packs. That's okay, I guess. We don't need the 4 Fienders. We could take the golden ticket to replace the mail-in rebate. Since we have so many gold cards, we can play them instead of discarding them. Yeah, maybe. It's perishable. Could take Splash with the golden ticket. That's a combo. Actually, Splash is really good with seeing double, so currently we're struggling a little bit, but I think long term we can get there with the hologram. We just need time for it to grow. So we can take the Splash as a short term. We can boost up, make seeing double really easy to do. All right. Cool. Business card, I'm gonna say no. Okay, Tower, Devil. So now we can make more gold cards. We can make a gold 10. I'm just gonna put it on the clubs because clubs we want to play for seeing double. 4 and 2, we can hang them. And then go next. Just checking we don't have seed money. All right, now we can do funky stuff like this. We can play the pair with the extra gold card. We can throw in a 10 here. We can splash it in and then ship it. Okay. We can play 7s. Splash in a queen. Okay, we can discard. We've got the jacks. Let's keep going. Okay, so pair of jacks, and we can splash in a club. Ship it. Okay. Golden ticket gives us $4. So we play them. Ship it. I guess I'm interested in replacing golden ticket with something that gives us points, or maybe I don't have to if I get the standard packs that I want. We also only level 5 pairs is pretty low for ante 14. We could pick up a gold 10. We could pick up a glass jack. I think I'm interested in having the glass card if we need the extra points. Okay. Swashbuckler, no. Neptune, no. Blackboard as another source of X-Molt. I mean, that'll get the job done, but it's a perishable rental, so I guess we don't need it right now. Mercury's huge. Do we want a rental Chad to re-trigger the gold cards? It's pretty strong. Is it too greedy? Let's go next. All right. So how about this king with the jack? That's it. Ship it. Okay, I have a pair with clubs because we have the wild card. Ship it. Okay, just one more of those. All right, we have a pair, we have clubs. All we gotta do is find gold cards for money. So aces and play all the gold cards. Great. Okay, standard pack. This hallucination also hasn't really been hitting for us. Could take a glass 5. Could take another 9. Yeah, maybe an extra 9 could be okay. It makes it easier for us to get our pairs. We're currently looking at 9s and jacks for our pairs. Yeah, maybe something like that. For the Arcana pack, we do a little re-rolling first. We don't have room for madness. Driver's license is perishable. But I guess 2 handy tags, 50 bucks each. So what if we... What if we get rid of the golden ticket? Pick up the driver's license. Alright, we can spin the wheel here. We can make more clubs. Probably it's safest if we just make more clubs. I only have 2 8s, so I'm gonna go 7s and 6s as clubs here. Okay. Let's go next. And by next, I mean, check out this boss. Okay, we have splash, so jacks, and then ship it. Or actually, I can play this pair and then just add an ace of clubs. I would like to get another splash if I can. Oh well, I guess. That's it. Okay. We can get an extra hand. We can... Let's see here. Celestial pack, negative tag. Boss gonna debuff my hearts. Alright. Priestess for Mercury. That's important. Do we want a glass 3 or do I want another king or... I guess I'll take the glass card. Basically, with the hologram, we just pick whichever's the least bad for us. We have money, so we're looking for something interesting. To the moon, I think it's a little bit too late. I will take an emperor. Maybe I don't need the Hierophant. Okay, how about a glass 9? Use the emperor. Temperance gives me 13 bucks. We don't have room for your judgment. We can go priestess. More mercury here is perfect. And we have money, so we should reroll a little bit more aggressively. I'm going to stop at $10 reroll and I'm going to go next. Alright, if I want to take driver's license all the way to the end, we can skip here. That's fine. Alright, no planets. Bummer. I guess take the plutonium. Pick up Uranus. Negative tag? Alright, we'll see. Okay. So I have a pair and I have a club. This counts for the splash. Ship it. Okay. I have a pair and it has a club. Ship it. I have this pair and I can play this club. I can discard for more money. Alright, I can play this pair, I can play this club. Let's go ahead and ship it. I could make a steal card. It's probably not super important. Alright, we got 3 rounds left on the driver's license, which means it's fine, it's locked in, it's no problem. We can hit the road. Could take certificate. Now are we ready to drop splash? What's this boss? This boss is extra large. We'll see about that. Alright, Fool for Uranus. Nope. Do I want a certificate instead of splash, or I guess splash is only for one more round, right? So I guess we can drop it. I think we're fine without it. Could take the boots here, plus 38 molt instead of supernova. That would mean I don't have to play pairs. I could play 2 pair also if it's easier for me to do 2 pair with seeing double, maybe. I think I'd rather just spend the money. Alright. We can take Temperance for 19. We can hang him. Knowing that the boss is the Violet Vessel, what are we trying to do? I think... I want to replace certificate with something that gives me points. That's what I want to do. In order to do that, we need more money. So let's go Temperance. We can use the Fool for more Temperance. We can reroll one more time and go next. I can also reroll the boss if we need to. We get a blue seal. So the pair of jacks doesn't activate seeing double. We need another jack. We have plenty of jacks. Keep the 5. Well. Alright, give me another jack. Well, okay. Make a Zoolander and then play the pair of 6s. Okay, we can play the jacks, we can copy the ace. I'm looking for one more jack. I can play a pair of queens. Cool. Okay, Celestial Pack for Mercury. Standard Pack. Could take a wild 10. I have 3 10s in the deck. Do I want a wild 10? I think I need to take something for the hologram, so maybe the 10 is the least offensive. Maybe. Alright, let's do a little re-rolling. Shoot the Moon's gonna be a no. Hungman's great. Todd. Extra discard for Hit the Road. We can do better. Okay, got a Gold Seal Queen. 2s and 5s, we can hang them. We can discard the jacks to activate Hit the Road. Right? Okay, I can play a pair of 9s. Ship it. Yes. Okay. Okay, Celestial pack here. No, this stuff isn't relevant. I'll just take Venus and go Buffoon pack. Extra scoop on the gelato. I mean, that's better than the certificate for now, but there are even better hits than that. We can take a moon card. 23 on the fortune teller. Take another Mercury, that's cool. Baron. Nah, we don't have enough kings. Alright, Magician's fine, let's go next. So, we could re-roll the Violet Vessel. The reason why we don't is because we can beat it pretty easily. We can discard the jacks first. Okay, we can discard one more jack, or we can go ahead and start playing pairs. Once you stop, then that's it. This is fine. Alright, so King, Queen, 4 with the moon. Queen and 5 with the Magician, make a steal 4, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to play the pair of queens, and I think we throw away the 5. Any 9 works here, or we just play the kings. That's it. Alright. Yeah, a couple things I want to point out here before we move on to the next one. Early on, we got the minus mask. Of course, minus mask is the one that allows you to turn all your cards to gold, and so that's a huge boost. Getting it that early, giving us all the money so that we could do all kinds of interesting things. What did we do with the money? We were able to get a bunch of X-Molt Jokers. Normally, you don't get this many X-Molt Jokers, but because we had the money, we could afford to reroll extra times. We could afford to find even better stuff than you would normally have. We could afford to pay for, I don't know, this rental hallucination, which ended up not doing anything. We didn't get very high level pairs, only level 13 pairs. This is the blue seal difference, right? If you don't get the blue seal, or maybe you get the blue seal too late for it to actually do very much, then I would say an average run, even with all of the money that we had, even with re-rolling 5, 6, 7 times every shop, still only 10, 11, 12 level pairs or whatever it is, compared to if you have the blue seal, you hit level 20 easily, sometimes level 30 pretty often with the blue seal. It's that big of a difference. It's that absurd. Also pointing out here, because we are playing pairs and not some other hand, then we were able to get more value out of the gold cards. So minus mass turns the ball into gold, but then at the end of the day, you can only hold so many cards in your hand. And if you're playing a 5-card hand, you can only hold 3 gold cards. If you're discarding to try to find your 5-card hand, maybe what you need to do is you need to throw away your gold cards so that you can actually find your scoring hand. But because we're playing pairs, I can discard whatever, it doesn't matter. Pairs make it pretty easy to do seeing double. All you have to do is find any one club and then pair it with anything else. So easy X-Molt from the seeing double, giving us time for us to grow our hologram. Hologram was a little bit slow to get off the ground. And then when we did start to see the standard packs, we did a bunch of skips. So another technique that you can do here, if you get some very strong perishable joker, if it's strong enough, then it's potentially worth skipping to the end. I think we could have won. I think we could have survived if we didn't skip all the way to the end, but it was also fine if we wanted to skip all the way to the end. ×3 from the driver's license was very powerful. It was good enough. Maybe if we didn't skip, then the hologram would have been bigger, and this driver's license, we would have had more time to re-roll in the shop. We would have had something else other than this, and that also would have been fine. These negative tags, I think, are in general pretty bad. You get a random negative or whatever it is. Sometimes you get a rental, sometimes you get a perishable, but if it's late enough in the run, then maybe the rental doesn't hurt you that bad if you don't have that many shops left. Maybe the perishable doesn't hurt you that bad if there's not enough rounds left for it to perish. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend taking a lot of negative skips, but be on the lookout for, if you have a perishable joker, is it worth skipping for that perishable joker? And if you're playing on the anaglyph deck, maybe you get multiple negatives and then it's worth it. Maybe. Alright, let's try the green deck. Okay. How about we can pick up spades? One more time, spades. Bummer. Okay. How about these spades don't win? Oh, okay, barely. Alright, 2 extra hands left over. That's an $8 round. Not great. We can take a buffoon pack. So here what we're looking for a way to win the next round in one hand, and then that'll earn us $6. We can take a red card. That's perfect. Okay. So let's take the Arcana pack, hoping to skip for the red card. Emperor is pretty good, but I'm going to skip for the red card. I think in general, you don't want to skip for the red card if you don't have to. So don't skip unless you would normally skip, but being able to get the +3 molt right now is super worth it. Getting this +3 molt is going to give us a lot of extra money in this round here. Okay, I might be able to win without discarding if we just play the flush. Okay. Swashbuckler gives me a little bit more early game molt. Yeah, I could take the world. The world allows me to get a flush without discarding. And so that also gives me money if we can get a flush without discarding. Maybe. I could go Arcana packs. I want to save until I have 20 bucks. Let's go next. Alright, here, turn all of the face cards into spades. And ship it. Okay, so the world card gave us extra money here. Now we got 18 bucks. We can go Spectral, we can go Arcana first. Let's go Spectral first. We can get a blue seal. Boss has previously played as debuffed. Let's go blue seal king of spades. Okay. Extra hand is extra money, sure. Or do I want the extra molt? I think I kind of want the extra molt. Let's go Arcana pack. Temperance for 4 bucks or 3 molt. Let's take the 3 molt. Let's take the moon, and then that way we can guarantee a flush here. Yeah, I turned the high cards into spades. Let's turn the low cards into clubs, maybe. This doesn't win. We can play 3 of a kind. Ship it. At some point I do want to use my discards and discard for the blue seal, but discards are expensive, $1 per discard, so let's not do that yet. We could take Sly Joker as a source of chips, is pretty good with the red card. Yeah. That will enable me to do more without discarding. I can save my money for the grabber. Let's go next. Alright, let's start with the pair of 5s. And then the pair of jacks wins. That's it. Once again here, not using our discards, so our discards are giving us extra money. We can take the grabber. We can try a buffoon pack. Golden Joker is a good reason not to skip. Let's take a Golden Joker for more money. In that case, I will open the standard pack. I wasn't necessarily going to open the standard pack, but because I know I have Golden Joker, that gives me a reason to open the standard pack. Let's skip for the red card and go next. Alright, now we're chilling, probably. Okay, pair of fives. Trying to dig for my blue seal. Pair of kings. So on one hand, maybe if you're playing pairs, you have to play extra hands. Maybe you have to play 4 or 5 pairs every round, and maybe that's not ideal on the green deck because then playing extra hands is costing you extra money, but it does mean we get to save our discards, and saving discards also earns you money. Let's open a jumbo standard pack. Steel card I don't need, we can skip and go next. Boss says base, chips, and mult halved. That doesn't bother me because we got this Eternal Slide Joker. Be honest, would you have taken the Eternal Slide Joker? Okay, we can take Mercury. Okay, looking for Spectral Pack. Hex, I don't have room for. We could use Wraith for a random rare. Would you rather have a random rare and give up our $7 or get +3 molt? Alright, Jumbo, Celestial. We can take Mercury or we can skip here. I think I'm going to take the Mercury card. I think early on I still am kind of desperate for chips. This boss does make things slightly more complicated because the boss is going to reduce our chips, and so maybe you want to get the molt on the red card so it doesn't get reduced by the boss, but I think our build is strong enough we can survive it. Leftover discards, that's going to be $3. $17 cash out. We can open Arcana looking for money. So we could hang him. We could take Emperor. Would you rather remove 2 cards from the deck or get 3 molt? I think I'd rather remove 2 cards. So let's hang him. Standard pack, Gold Seal 2. Gold Seal 2 has another money generator. I think if I've got Golden Joker, I don't need the Gold Seal. Let's just skip. I want to make sure that I can get my blue seal as consistently as possible, even without discarding. Let's go next. Alright, here we just play the pair of 8s, digging for our blue seal, digging for our higher ranking cards. Play a pair of kings. One more pair. I guess we discard. And then play a pair of aces. That's it. Okay. We could take a black hole here, I guess. Jumbo standard. Gold Jack. Gold Jack, and it's a purple seal. That's a pretty good reason not to skip. So let's do that. That's pretty good. Pretty good reason not to skip. Could take delayed gratification here. Let's see if we can make it work. So I can play a pair of jacks. I can play a pair of 10s. Okay, gratification costs us $3, but we get $6. Nice. Now, Celestial Pack. Skip. Boss is going to cost me money. We could get a trading card instead of this delayed gratification. Alright, go next. So play a pair of threes. Throw away a jack. Okay, snap off a three. Play a pair of queens. Next pair wins. We could play a pair of kings. Ship it. Okay. Standard pack. Gold 4. I'm gonna skip. Alright, glass 9 we can skip. 27 on the red card. We definitely take the reroll surplus. We don't reroll right now. We want to save at least 20 bucks in the bank. You don't get money from interest, but you do get money from Arcana packs if you hit a Hermit. So let's try to save 20 bucks. Let's go next. Here we can snap off a 3. We can play a pair of 6s. Maybe I shouldn't play that many cards at one time. Maybe we play the pair of 9s here. And queens, maybe kings. That's it. Okay, Mercury, sure. We could go back in time. Back in time allows me to do more trading card action, do more red card action, allows me to do more blue seal action. Probably we go back in time. I can use Fool for a Mercury card. Alright, Arcana looking for Hermit. Temperance is 9 bucks, or we can skip for the red card. I think it's worth skipping. Alright, I'm gonna go back in time. So now we can win in 2 hands. Snap off the 4, play the 9s. Ship it. Oh, I guess we win in 1, that's okay too. We can take the Arcana pack first. We don't need Grimbo. Alright, Temperance for 9 bucks, or do I want to use Strength to turn jacks into queens? I think with trading card, we have a pretty easy time playing our pairs. We don't have to worry about it too much. So I think I will take the money here. What was the other booster pack? If the other booster pack is an Arcana pack, I take Temperance. If it's not an Arcana pack, we skip. Standard pack. We can take another blue seal. Alright. Snap off the 5. Play the pair of 10s. Okay, we can play a pair of 10s, keeping the gold card. I'm prioritizing right now, just take the 3 bucks rather than a random tarot card. Okay, Arcana first, in case we get a Hermit. Hermit or Hangman? Ooh, we... 5 and 3, hang them. Gold seal 7, I will skip and go next. Alright, we can snap off a 5. We can play a pair of 9s. We can play a pair of 6s. Yeah, so here's the thing about card removal in general. Here's the thing about trading card and the Hangman is the more cards you remove from your deck, the more the next one matters. The more impactful the next one is. So we're at the point where we prefer Hangman over Hermit. We are at the point where even without discarding, we can still consistently get 1 blue seal every round. If we wanted to discard, we could get 2 blue seals every round. And maybe that's worth the money. Maybe that's worth discarding for. Maybe. Trying to decide whether or not I want the ramen. Alright, Emperor, we can skip. Buffoon pack. Could take DNA. DNA to copy the blue seal. Is that worth... Maybe we can get rid of the swashbuckler here. If I'm doing DNA, am I doing that instead of ramen, or am I doing that in addition to ramen? Ramen as a rental or golden joker? I'll take the ramen. I'll take the bait. Let's go next. All right. Snap off a 6. Do I want to discard for my DNA, or do we just ship it? I think we just ship it. We'll get something juicy to do with the DNA later. Alright, rental fees a little bit expensive, but we do get the extra money from the extra hands and extra discards. So it's not too big a deal. We probably keep the red card instead of the rental photograph. Could take strength, maybe. Let's go Mega Arcana first. So it's a Mega. We can take... we can use the Magician to make some lucky cards. So maybe Lucky Jacks, maybe. And then skip. Standard pack. We could take a Gold Seal King, or we can skip. I think I'm going to continue to skip. Prioritizing my blue seals over everything. If I take strength, I would use strength to turn 10s into jacks. That seems like a reasonable move. Let's go next. We can snap off another 6. I could go, let's do this. Queen becomes king, 10 becomes jack. Okay, play the pair of jacks. I played the king. I probably shouldn't have played the king. That's okay. Ouch. Still didn't draw a pair? Ouch. That was expensive. Expensive blunder. That's okay. Okay, spectral pack. So, cryptid, I could copy the blue seal. I could use trance to just make a blue seal. Let's go copy. And celestial pack or tarot merchant. I like the tarot merchant. Let's go next. Play only one hand type. So we're not doing DNA. We're going to snap off a 4. We can play a pair of 8s. Okay, I could play a pair of kings. I could dig here. So that doesn't do anything. I can play this pair of kings. Ship it. Okay, Mercury. Mercury. Arcana. Arcana we can skip. Celestial pack we can take a Mercury card. And go next. Boss says playing a pair is going to take all my money. Handy tag for 37 bucks. We might do that. We can copy the king first with the DNA. We can snap off a 6. We can play a pair of 2s. The next pair wins. We could play the pair of jacks. We could discard to try to find a blue seal, but we'd lose a little bit of ramen value. It's okay. Discards also cost money. Alright, we got negative money. We can't afford the hungman. Unless you get rid of the ramen. Let's go next. Do I want 40 bucks here? The boss gonna take all my money, so I guess not. We can snap off a 2. We can play the jacks, throwing away aces and queens. Ship it. Okay, pair of 10s. Pair of kings wins. Ship it. $8. Too late for the rocket. Let's go buffoon pack. I'm looking for a replacement for this ramen that's not a rental. Golden ticket's not it. Let's skip and go next. We can snap off a 3. We can play a pair of 10s. We can follow it up with a pair of kings. Pair of jacks. Pair of kings. Maybe we play the jacks. Pair of kings again. I really need to get off this ramen. Next round's only 110,000, so that's kind of nice. Telescope for pairs. Nope. So we can take a celestial pack. What's this boss? Boss has face down cards. Okay. Mercury here, I think it's better for us to skip. I think the mult here is better than the chips. Let's go next. Okay. We can copy the blue seal if we want with the DNA. It costs us a hand to do that, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to snap off the 7. Play the pair of 9s. Looking for a king. Play the pair of queens. We could do the kings first. We finish with the queens. Pair of queens. I'm looking for a replacement for this DNA also. We did the thing with the DNA. We got the blue seals. And then now we can get rid of the DNA. Could take Supernova as a plus 40. Is comparable to the red card. It's another rental, but it's kind of like having a ×2 Joker, basically. Doubles our points. I could take that instead of the ramen. Or we could do both. So... Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Arcana, I'm looking for money. Could take a hung man here. 7 and 5, we can hang him. Go next. Alright, we can snap off a 2. We can play the jacks. Okay, pair of queens. Followed up with a pair of 8s and then a pair of kings. I can play this pair of kings. Three rentals. Bummer. $8. Alright, Celestial Pack, Standard Pack. I think I'm going to skip these. I think I'm just going to go next. Save my money for Arcana packs. We can snap off a 7. We can play 2 kings. Let's start with 2 jacks. Throw away the face down cards. Okay, 2 kings. All of my kings are kings of spades for some reason. Interesting. Okay. Throw this away. Okay, I need a pair, so let's... What pairs can we get, actually? Okay, I can play a confirmed pair of kings here. Ship it. Okay. And now, this boss says, okay, my cards are going to be debuffed. That's okay. We can take a standard pack for more molt. We can go next. Alright. Play the pair of jacks. Or snap off the 7 first. Then play the pair of jacks. Play the pair of queens. Then the pair of kings. Or jacks. Okay. Alright, we got the Mercury card. We can go next. Snap off a 4, perfect. We could play a pair of queens. Okay, we can play a pair of kings. We could play a pair of 10s first. Here's the kings. Finish with the jacks. Ship it. 2 blue seals and a gold card. $6. We could get Senor Huesos here. Okay. Celestial pack, we can skip for the red card. Ramen, we could pick up Senor Huesos and go next. Okay, we could snap off a 2. Okay, we can play a pair of kings. Ship it. Okay, we can play the pair of aces. Do we need the jacks? Yeah, let's keep the jacks and the kings. So we can play a pair of queens here. Actually, we already have the pair of 8s, so 8s and then kings. Alright, play the pair of kings. Calculated. Alright, that means we get to live here. We got 40 win streak on the gold stake. We just got 3 more to go till we catch up to our personal best. We've got trading card potentially moving up in the world, but obviously red card dominating here. Red card giving us plus 60 molt. Didn't have to work too hard for the red card. Generally what I suggest for the red card, I say this every time, is just pretend that the red card's not there. Don't buy booster packs you wouldn't buy. Don't skip booster packs you wouldn't skip. Maybe if a booster pack has money, maybe you're not supposed to skip. If there's money, you take money. One thing that's nice about the red card is it gives you molt in situations where you would normally get nothing. Like you open a celestial pack, normally you would get nothing, but then you get plus 3 molt instead. You open a standard pack, and if you miss, then you get plus 3 molt instead of nothing. Another thing you can do with the red card in the early game, if you need just a little bit extra molt, instead of re-rolling for jokers, you can just rely on the red card, and maybe if you need the points, then you open booster packs for points on purpose. That's not something that comes up all of the time, but it gives you another tool. Here's another tool for your toolkit. We took the Eternal Slide Joker that gave us chips. Maybe this is not an Eternal that you would love to have. You get to the end here, obviously, with level 23 pairs, 340 chips. Maybe the 50 chips from the Slide Joker doesn't matter that much, doesn't help that much anymore. But early on, it was very powerful. So early on, because we have the Sly Joker giving us chips and we have some other Joker giving us molt, then we are able to win very easily in the early game. And because we're able to win very easily in the early game, we're able to make a lot more money in the early game. So think of this slot as kind of like, this is a money generator slot, basically. Having the extra points is what allows you to generate extra money by saving hands and also being greedier with your plays, potentially. Here on the green deck, especially if you win without discarding, you get extra money from discards. If you win in fewer hands, you get twice as much money from hands. The trading card as an Eternal was especially risky, to be completely honest. Part of that is it's a rental, and so that was kind of a drain on our economy. Also, it takes a discard, so on the green deck, that's another dollar that we're using when we discard. Also, it takes up a Joker slot, so we already have Sly Joker as kind of our, this is our Eternal slot, this is our economy Joker, basically, is what the Sly Joker is doing. And then if we take a second Eternal economy Joker, maybe that's not ideal. The rental ramen was very expensive. If we didn't take the rental ramen, I don't know how much longer we could have survived without it, maybe. Maybe in the early game, the rental ramen was allowing us to win in fewer hands if it was giving us twice as many points. But maybe in the long term, we got to a point where we had kind of a dependency on the ramen. We would have lost without the ramen at certain points, maybe. Yeah, some consideration for once I know I have the blue seals in my deck. Normally it's free to discard, so you just discard to find the blue seals. You don't really think about it. On the green deck, it costs us $1 extra to discard. Is it worth it? The extra dollar, the extra discard to get the blue seal? Maybe. We ended up not doing that, but maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth thinking about a little bit harder. Anyway, that's going to be it here on the green deck. Take care, everyone.